Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So let's continue our sample paper solution. So till chapter 4 we have done completed, that is from 1 in one video, 2 and 3 in another video, and chapter 4, that is quadratic equations, in another video. And today is our fifth chapter, with this arithmetic progression questions. Okay, so I'll just cross check whether audio and video everything is fine. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, so everything is fine. So let's start with the video. So from chapter 5, in the sample paper we have total 6 marks weightage. Okay, so this is one of the important chapter, I can say, because with respect to weightage, it's not like from other chapters not get any questions, but from this chapter, not only for sample paper, for every previous year questions also, if you refer, definitely there is chances for more than 6 to 9 marks weightage. Okay, so if you cover this chapter completely and if you're confident that every question from this chapter you should be able to solve, then definitely you will score at least 6 to 9 marks. Okay, let's see. We have total two questions, as I mentioned. One is 2 marks question, another is 4 marks question from this chapter. So we'll solve both. And as mentioned in this question, there are cases where in the exam also you'll find optional, like A or B kind of questions. Okay, so at least either one you have to solve. If you want, you can also solve both, but make sure to solve the extra question at the last. And the CBSE board has clearly mentioned that if you are solving both the questions, so whichever is answered first will be considered for the marking. Okay, even though if second is correct and first is wrong, then you will not get any marks. Okay, so make sure whichever you're confident, then you can mark start this question and answer it. And if you have time, if you want to try for other questions, then you can try. But always, whichever more confident, try that question first. Okay, so let's start with this one. So I will start with A first and then go with B. In AP, 8, 10, 12 has 60 terms. Okay, number of terms are 60. N is equal to 60. Find the sum of last 10 terms. So simply they are asking from 51st term and so on to 60th term. Okay, these are the last 10 terms. So simply if I know what is 51st term and what is 60th term, then I can simply apply the second formula for Sn. So Sn we have total two formulas, so which is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. The second formula is n by 2 into a plus l, where a is the first term and l is the last term. If you apply this method, we have to find d, we have to find n, and then the complex, I mean, the calculation will be little lengthy, whereas this is a bit shorter, because if we know 51st term and 60th term, we can directly apply this formula. Okay, so for that case, I'm using the second formula here because the weightage is only 2 marks. Okay, so this formula will carry at least half mark weightage. Okay, so now let's find the first T55 and T60 and then apply here. T51 is A plus, what is A value? A value is 8 plus n minus 1 into D. N here is 51 minus 1 into D is plus 2 plus 2. So D is 2. So it is 8 plus 50 into 2, which is 108. Okay, same way let's find T60. 8 plus 60 minus 1 into 2, which is 8 plus 59 into 2. 8 plus 59 to 62 is 120. 120 minus 2 is 118. So 8 plus 118 is 126. So we have T51 and T60. So let's find Sn of last terms, last 10 terms. So which is n by 2. So here n is the number of terms. Here the n number is 10 terms. So n is 10. Okay. So 10 by 2 into a plus l. Here the a is 51st term here. Okay, because we need to find the sum of n terms of this series. Okay, now here the a value is 51. So not a value. The 51st term we already found, which is 108. 108 plus 126. So which is 5 into 126. 108. 8 plus 4, 3, 234. So let's solve it. 5 4 is 20. 2, 5 3 is 15, 16, 17. 5 2 is 10, 11. So the answer is 1170. So this carries 1 mark. And the steps you have performed will consider half mark. Like T60 and T51 which are you solved. Okay, this will carry another half. Okay, so this value will carry another half. Okay, let's go to the B question. What is B? Find the middle term. So this is easy when compared to this one because here you have to find two terms and then do it, but here it is just a middle term. Okay, so if I am in your place and if the time is a constraint, then I'll definitely go for the B one. Okay, middle term of 630 and so on 230. Middle term of 613 and so on 230. Yeah, hi. Um, Skibidi. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong. So thanks for joining. So if you have any doubt, kindly mention your comments. सर एक बार मैं पूरा cover को deep जाओ. I didn't get your point. Okay. Hi, Bold Studio. Thanks for joining. Yeah, hi again. Yes, I'm checking your comments, but my response can be little lower because this is a live session. Okay, fine. Let's continue the question. So middle term of 613 and so on 230. Okay, a value is 6. The last value is 230. So let's find out the n value first. So Tn formula if I apply, which is a plus n minus 1 into d. So 230 is equal to 6 plus n minus 1 and d value is 7. Okay, I'm ignoring your comments. Let's continue with the questions. So 230 is equal to 6 plus 7n minus 7. So 230 is equal to 7n minus 1. So if I move to the other side, I will get 7n is equal to 231. So n value is 7 3 is 21, 7 3 is 21. So n value is 33. So the total number of terms are 33. They're asking middle term. So the middle term, if I say from 1 to 33, then the middle term will be exactly middle, which is 17th term. Okay, so let's find out T17. So let's solve T17, which is the middle term here. So which is a plus n minus 1 into d. So here it is 6 plus 17 minus 1 into the d value is 7. So which is 6 plus 16 into 7, which is 6 plus 16 7, 6 7 42 4, 7 1 7, 8 9 10 11. So the answer is 118. Okay, so for this they have clearly mentioned the weightage is 1 mark, and for this formula the weightage is another 1 mark. Okay, so if you're not interested here, okay, hi Tanish, fine. Let's move to the next question. 36. In a class, the teachers, okay, this is a 4 marks question, and they have clearly mentioned the weightages 1 mark, 1 mark, and this is 2 marks, either this or this we have to solve. Okay, so let's move to the question. So in a class, the teacher asks every student to write an example of AP, and two boys, Aryan and Roshan, writes the progression. Okay, we have two progressions here, and it are written by Aryan. Can you repeat last question? Okay, sure. So this is the last question I'm talking about. So the question is if okay, this is the last one. So they're asking find the middle term of 6, 13, 20, and so on 230. Okay, so for this what you have to do is you have to first find what is the number of terms. So I just use the Tn formula, which is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Apply that formula and got the n value. So from n value in sense, the total we have 33 terms, and they're asking me if you get middle term. So middle term is nothing but the from 1 to 33, the middle term will be 17. Okay, so that's why you have to find T17, which is a plus 17 minus 1 into d, which is a plus 17 minus 1, which is 16 into d. So 6 plus 16 into 7, we got the answer as 118. Okay, so Tanish, I hope you understood this explanation. Okay, so let's move on. Tanish, are you there? Just let me know if you understood that explanation so that I can move to the next question. Okay, so I'm moving to the next one. So in a class, the teacher asks every student to write an example. Okay, here as I've mentioned before, we have two persons, Aryan and Roshan, and they have two progressions. So let's write both the expressions. Aryan's, I'll write it as A. Aryan's expression progression is -5, -2, 1, and so on. Whereas Roshan's progression is 187, 184, 181, and so on. Okay, so what they are asking in the question? No, the teacher asks various students the following questions on the progression. Okay, helps the students to find the answers for following. Fine. Find the sum of the common difference of two progressions. Okay, so we need to get the common first one. We need to get D1, that is common difference 1, common difference 2, and then we have to add both the things. Okay, so let's find the common difference for Roshan. Sorry, first Aryan. Common difference of Rn is nothing but second term minus first term. So -2 minus of -5, which is -2 plus 5. So the answer is 3. Okay. Same way, common difference of Roshan is again second term minus first term, which is 184 minus 187, which is -3. So we have common difference 1 and 1 plus 3, and the second is -3. So they're asking the sum here. So sum is nothing but 3 minus 3, which is 0. Okay, this carries 1. Okay, so let's move to the second question for this 4 marks one. Find the 34th term of the progression written by Roshan. Okay, so they're asking T T34. Okay, so here they have mentioned in this way. So make sure you also do this, follow the same order. So this will be 1 and this will be 2. Not number 2, it should be Roman number 2. So make sure you're writing the proper question numbers while answering these questions. Okay, so here they're what they're asking 34th term of Roshan. So it is T34 they're asking. So first write the formula. The formula is Tn formula is a plus n minus 1 into d, and for Roshan the first term is 187 plus 34th term, so n value is 34 here, and d value is a common difference, and common difference we already found for Roshan, it is -3. Okay, so here it is 187 plus 33 into -3, so 187 minus 99. So let's solve this. 17 minus 9 is 8. This becomes 17. 17 minus 9 is again 8. So T34 value is 80. 14. Let's solve the last question. Find the sum of first 10 terms of the progression written by Aryan. So here also there is an option, either we can solve this one or this one. Okay, so I'm going to solve the first one first. And if in the question, as I mentioned, if you are confident about first one, go for the first one. If you're confident about second one, go for the second one. And if you have time and want to try the other one, but you can try it. But as clearly mentioned by CBSE standard, that whichever is answered first will be considered for marking. Okay, so let's solve the first one. Find the first 10 terms of the progression written by Aryan. Sum of 10 terms of Aryan's progression. So first sum of n terms, we already have the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, always write the formulas for this type of questions. Okay, don't skip it because even the formula can also have some weightage. So here the n terms are 10. So 10 by 2, 2 into Rn's progression. So which here is Rn's progression. A is minus 5 plus n value is 10. And for Rn's progression, the d value is plus 3. Okay, so this becomes 5 into 2 into 5 is minus 10 plus 9 into 3 is 27. 27 minus 10 is 17. 7 5 is a 35, 3, 5 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8. So the S10, that is sum of 10 terms of Rn's progression, is 85. Okay, so let's move to the B part now. Find which term of the progressions will have the same value. Okay, this is interesting. So for B value, they're saying that T of Rn is equal to T of Roshan. Then what is n value? Okay, just simply write the both the formulas an and just relate both the things, you'll get the n value. So the formula not writing before here, okay, I will write it. I can say that a, that is Rn's first term plus n minus 1 into Rn's common difference should be equal to first term of Roshan plus n minus 1 into common difference of Roshan. Okay, so what is Rn's first term? Minus 5 and common difference is 3. So minus 5 plus n minus 1 into 3 should be equal to 187. 187 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. Okay, so let's solve this and get the n value. Minus 5 plus 3n minus 3 is equal to 187 minus 3n plus 3. Okay, minus 5 minus 3 is minus 8. Minus 8 plus 3n is equal to 190 minus 3. So let's move n terms to one side and numbers to the other side. I will get 3n plus 3n, which will be 6n, is equal to 198. So 6 3s are 18, again 6 3s are 18. So I got the n value as 33. So the 33rd term of both Aryan and Roshan will be same. Okay, so this carries 1 mark and this carries, okay, this is 2 marks question, so this carries half mark and the entire process will carry half mark. Okay, so in this way the arithmetic progression questions of the sample paper has been solved. So for, I'm repeating again, the arithmetic progression chapter is very important because definitely you'll get 6 to 10 marks of weightage in your final paper also. So for the only formulas, we have only 3 formulas for this arithmetic chapter. Sorry, arithmetic progression chapter. I'm just repeating all the formulas, which are nth term Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is first term, n is the number of term, and d is common difference, which is represented as cd. Okay, then we have sum of n terms. So for this we have 2 formulas, Sn only, so which are n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d where n is the number of terms, a is the first term, n the term again, and d is the common difference. And the second formula, n by 2 into a plus l, where a is the first term and l is the last term. Okay, so if you remember just these two formulas, definitely, and if you understand what are the logic they are asking in the question, you can easily solve any question which is related to arithmetic progression chapter. I can say this is very important chapter, at the same time very easy chapter as well. So easily you can score 6 to 10 marks of weightage in your final paper if you clearly follow these formulas and if you're able to understand what is question mentioned in the question. Okay, when compared to the triangles or circles type of chapter where the formulas will be little lengthy, but the arithmetic progression chapter the formula is very easy and you will easily crack whatever the question will be coming in the final exam. Okay, just only point is we need to understand what they're mentioning in the question, then definitely you can solve any question. Okay, because the formulas are also easy and the steps are also easy. Okay, so we are coming following this video for the first time, and if you want the solution for first four chapters, real numbers, polynomials, pair of linear equations in two variables, and quadratic equations, so those links I have kept in the description. You can check that video for the reference. Okay, so thanks for watching. So we'll meet again with chapter 6 questions from the sample paper. Okay, so if you have any doubt with respect to the video, kindly mention in the comment section. At the same time, I have also enabled the community section of our channel. So if you have any doubts, if you want to post any question directly, you can also post there. I'll definitely check. And at the same time, our subscribers can also check it. I can also respond to your question. Okay, so thank you. Let's meet again with another video.